few weeks ago. Started to like go in his box. I really liked his banter because I'm quite dry humoured. Became quite friendly with him. And sometimes I'd stay up all night and chat to him because literally I couldn't sleep because I've got my own problems going on. And long story short, I added him on Snapchat purely because I wanted to let him know that me and this female I was seeing were not seeing each other anymore because he was quite open speaking about it. Yeah. After that, I added him on Snap, started chatting to him, just said to him, you know, this is ended kind of thing, blah, 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 blah. He then made out to his people that watch him that I put it on him. I like females. And if I was into men, he would be the last fucking person I'd look at. Chelsea knows me, knows how I am. And then he just literally slandered me to hell on live, made me, yeah, I'm sorry, guys, it's my little Siamese, she won't shut up. He then made me out to be something that I'm not, but he was asked a question that, did he fancy me? His words were, she's good looking, the more and more I see her, she's in trouble. And then he was saying in his live, which I didn't agree with, that any female that got into his bed that backed up on him were asking for it. So I called him out about it. I went, absolutely not. I don't agree with that. It's disgusting. He then turned around and I said to him, I've been with people before. I've backed up. That doesn't mean I'm asking for it. I could just want like a skin-on-skin cuddle. And since that day, he's done nothing but slander me, try and drag me down, turn around and told everyone she'll be off the app in 3 days. Well, I'm still here. You're an abuser. You're an abuser, darling. You are disgusting. You're homophobic. There's a post going around. He's very homophobic. He can't stand strong women. And I bruised his ego because I said to him, I like your personality, but I don't like you in that way. No, absolutely not. So if you are watching, you're a vile piece of shit and I hope you get took off the app.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure. Have you seen the video with Zach, the brat?
No, but I know he's I've been told about it. I know he's very homophobic. Now, listen, I've been with men. I've got children, but my preference is female. So I literally take that really seriously. He's disgusting. And there is other people that are trans, you know, gay, lesbian, bi, whatever. Who the fuck is this person to sit and say anything about who people love? You are disgusting. I know that he's been over to bigger creators. I won't say who. Chelsea and Miss Red, you will know who. And he does dual that.
Who, darling?
Huh?
Oh, you on about CLA?
Yeah.
Sorry, darling.
Yeah, so he's been over to CLA and he's tried to say shit about me to her.
Right.
Like, I don't know what he's trying to achieve, but he doesn't like a fucking powerful woman. Absolutely not. Hates it. Hates it. And I'm here and I'll take him down on my own, darling. I don't give a shit. He's a disgrace.
Oh, love her.
He is honestly a disgrace. The way he speaks about women, he has no respect for women. He is disgusting.
Did you say it's been homophobic to Zach as well? I'm just trying to look for the video.
There's a video. If you look on any of the Boss Exposure pages, he was really homophobic to Zach.
He is homophobic. And I knew that because when I used to go in his box and chat to him and have banter, he'd say, yeah, she bats for the other team. Like, that's fucking disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. And he don't like it because there is beautiful people out there that are, you know, gay, lesbian, trans, bi, whatever. He doesn't like it, that they don't want him. I bruised his ego because he basically said he fancied me and I said I didn't fancy him. He didn't like it. He changed.
Just to shut everyone up, he's 55 on the ranks, love. All right. Fucking hell, the chat. 55, love.
Right, let's have a look. 15. Are we years?
You know what, Miss Reddy, you'll still get gifted because look at Jack with the carrot and all those people who do these things. You'll still get gifted this today. And women will be too.
Yeah, he's unfortunately got an army of quite vulnerable women who won't have a bad word said about him and who will just continue to gift him. When it all kicked off last night, they were still fighting his corner, sticking up for him.
I don't think CLA was that bothered when she first found out because she's a domestic violence herself. I believe, me personally, no one else, that she domestically violenced her ex-partner, judging by her behaviour in 2021, 2 and 3 that we've seen on here. So I don't think she really cared. She just got peer pressure from her subscribers and she folded. But in reality, would she care? I don't think so.
No, she
I
wouldn't.
agree with you, Eva.
You know what I've noticed with him as well? He does go for vulnerable women. He does go for women that are in a situation and he tries to manipulate them. He is disgusting and I don't know what more we can do. I got literally hounded to say that you was on live, Miss Red, and I went, I'm going in. I'm not being silenced by this person. Absolutely not. He's disgusting. Get him out.
I'm just looking in his live now. He's got quite a lot of people in there actually, only 493, and the spam in the chat that we're talking about him now. So yes, we'll carry on speaking about it for another 20 minutes, love. Hannah, what was you going to say, darling?
He'll twist it as well. Like he's such a manipulator. He'll twist it any time that anybody has been talking about him in his lives. Like they've said, it's been going on for months. That he twists it and he'll say things like, they're jealous and that, and then they'll come over here and then he puts sub chat on then, so then if anyone wants to say anything to him they have to subscribe and stuff. It's all about money and getting money and to boost his ego and stuff. He's an absolutely disgusting person.
And this is why I don't like people who don't show their face. Obviously, Alex aside, Miss Red, we've had that conversation already, and people that have been seen and met by big creators and vouch for them. But it's another case of people are gifting people with no picture, no profile, not on screen, because they know what they've done.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Chelsea? Alex actually showed his face last night on the live.
Oh, bless him.
Fred, I'm just gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna jump out and let you crack on. But big up to yourself for doing it, because he needs people that are strong like us. I've had two females come in my box and speak about this guy and how he treated them. He is disgusting, and it's about time somebody knocked him off his fucking pedestal because he thinks he's God's gift and he's an actual pig.
Yeah, the thing is with me, Lindsay, right, I don't do exposures on here, but if it makes the FYP, then you better believe we're going to talk about it, so...
He will, darling, he will.
It's fair game, so...
Yeah, absolutely, and you know what, and just one last thing as well, the girl that I dated for one, like I took out for one date, you know, she, even he tried to get her over, to his house, and I've now actually spoken to her and made it well aware you do not go anywhere near that man, because she's in I'm not going to say her name, but she's in a vulnerable situation and he will take full advantage of that, and we all know it.
Yeah.
So thank you for allowing me in, darling. And
always, thank you for coming on.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I just want to say I saw the live last night with Boss Callie in it. Sorry, I'm really nervous. I've never done this before. Yeah, and it was DG and him having beef first of all, and then DG started going on about this video, and I must admit, both times I saw it with DG showing it, it's really hard to see, but I've watched it on the Observer on Instagram today. Zach pinned it, so if anyone wants to see it, it's on _the Observer _2024. I'll put it in the comments. But when you watch it, oh my God, it's really shocking because you can see it properly. And I think he broke her neck when he did it, someone said.
No, he didn't break her neck.
He didn't. But I mean, she looks like she's knocked out. It's somebody filming from a house, I think. I'm not sure who's filming it, but yeah, CLA, the first time she watched it, she didn't really pay attention at all. And then I went on to her live and she was saying, she did more or less say, oh, it's nothing to do with me. I don't want to know. I don't want to get involved. And she did say,
and things like that.
It's horrible. It really makes you go, oh my God. It really is horrible. Anyway, I just want to say to EQ, because I'm a massive fan, can't wait to see you in Tenerife with Zach and DG. I can't wait. I didn't sleep at all when you were away, but it's great. Keep doing it.
I'm not well at all. Like, my ears are so sore. Both blocks are vomiting in the night and all that. So, oh God, I hope I get a bit better over the next day.
Are your ears still bad?
I swear, I'm deaf as a post. I was vomiting in the night. I like this sore, you know what I mean, as well. So I don't know what it is. But I was feeling a little bit like throaty before I took off on the flight. So I don't know what's happened to me.
Do you know what you need to do? You need to get it. Have you not got a walk-in doctor surgery? Because I think you've got an infection, Chelsea.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? Having to wait if you go to hospitals and stuff.
I know, but you can't leave the infections. You have to get them sorted because when you get to Spain, if it gets worse...
Bring 111 out of hours, doctor.
Shall I ring 111?
Yeah, bring one, because then you'll get antibiotics and they'll get into your system before you go away.
All right, I'm going to go because I'm going to ring them then.
Yeah.
Come on, go and ring the doctors and let me know what to say.
Me out, 'cause I don't know how to get out. Love you.
Thank you, Sals.
Miss Red, I watched the whole thing as well last night, and he tried to start on DG, and he said to DG, he said, you would have done the same thing. DG was trying to explain to him, no, I would not. I would have handled it way differently. I would never lay my hand on a woman. And he was just trying to draw out DG all the time. And then DG was shown the video, and DG said, oh my God, you could see the shock in his face when he seen the video. And they brought in Chelsea then, CLA, and she took no notice of the video. She wasn't even concentrating. She said she was high on a gummy or something. And when she went off, I did pop over into hers, and she did say that it was nothing to do with her and that the woman deserved what she got. And when they showed her the second time, when Pearl called her back in, and when they showed her the second time, she said, oh yeah, but she wasn't coming across as sincere or anything like that. This is my take on it. And I said to myself, well, she's as high as a kite, so she doesn't know what she's watching. And my take on her going into his lives again, I 100% think she will.
Guys,
can I just say, he did request her.
For those that don't know, we're talking about number 55 on the weekly leaderboard. Basically, he was violent towards a woman, and it's been caught on camera. I think this was a while back. Nevertheless, he's still basically what he's done is disgusting. So that's number 55 on the weeklies, guys. So if you want to go and tell him about himself, you're more than welcome. Sorry, Sals, go on, love.
I'm going to drop after this, but I was when I was growing up, my father did the same to my mother, and it really did hit home for me. And I watched on DG when DG showed it. I seen it, and I couldn't see it anymore after that. So I just went I went numb in the sense that I just switched myself off from the video, because it did trigger, and they did say trigger warning and all. They were very good. But coming back to DG, if anyone was watching DG and EQ, DG was doing nothing but watching out for EQ. I could never think that DG would ever do anything to harm a woman. And for him to say he would, it really annoyed me. So that's just my take in the whole thing, Miss Red, and thank you for having me in.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Irish. Thank you for joining, my darling.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Hi, Andrew.
Good morning, my love.
Morning.
So, due to my current illness, one of the biggest side effects for me is insomnia. So I was up all night watching the full thing unfold. And CLA is one of the controversial characters on here that most of the time you love to hate her, but then something like make one of these videos and you can't help but hysterically laugh at her. So that's my perception of her. most of the time I hate her, but I seen that video of her yesterday with the milkshakes and that, and I went into her live last night, and I was watching her for a couple of minutes when Peril brought it to her attention about this video. So they watched the video, and like everybody said before me, she just didn't give a fuck. She came out the live, she dismissed it altogether, and then she started justifying his actions to her. And it was only when her subs started bringing it to her attention that no, you need to act differently on this. She then went back into Peril's live to be justified by Peril. If you get Peril in, she'll tell you that as well. So she came into Peril's live, which I had already joined by that point because I was disgusted by her comments when she left there. That I went into Peril's, and the chat between the two were just shit stirring, completely trolling, completely shit stirring, saying different things to rile both parties up. But when she did see it the second time, no there is any justification for her, she did seem more humbled by it. Once the woman was on the ground and she realised that she had been knocked out, and the reason that she got knocked out, she did seem to be more empathetic about it. Then her and Peril had a few box battles, and she seemed more chilled about it. But during the night, I went into his live and I observed, and he was just... He was being an asshole, basically. So people were trolling him, and this was between 3 and 4. People were trolling him, and he was making comments to them and then flinging them out the room. He was blocking them. So I decided just to sit there in silence and watch. And I have never seen anything so disturbing in all my life. Not only were folk coming in and trolling him, and he wasn't just blocking them, he was responding to them first and laughing, taking full pride in the fact that it was him in the video and he'd done it and she deserved it with satisfaction, and laughing. And then blocking them. It was also boasting at the fact that he doesn't give a fuck because he's got 5 accounts on this place and he's got friends in high places in this place, and he just didn't seem to care at all, which is rather worrying for TikTok in 2024 if this is what we've come to. I mean, he was not only violent to that woman, last night he took great pride in it. And his comments for the half an hour I was in there, he was misogynistic, he was narcissistic, but the most worrying part of all for me was he had 4 female moderators in there, and they sat and justified his actions the full time and done all the blocking for him. They were also gifting him at the same time, and it wasn't so much thanking them, it was making comments here or there. It was more expected of these ladies to be gifting them and to be sticking up for them, and that's rather worrying in itself, I think.
Yeah. Birdie.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Hello. So, where to begin? It's a bit late for me at that time of night. I don't normally go on that late, but I saw Pearl DG was in a box. So I thought, oh, what's going on here? So just as I went in the room, literally, and that's why I was saying at the start, be careful with playing it and things, because it was literally just as I walked in the room, the video was being played. So there was no time for trigger warnings. Do you know what I mean? It just happened. So Pearl and DG and Big Jamie were trying to get, the big creators to stop going live with this guy, similar to Diageo. Let's stop enabling him. So I just want to add a little bit of context to how this was kind of put upon CLA, because what happened from Pearl and DG and Big Jamie was, I know I certainly went over to CLA's and I was typing in Pearl needs you now, Pearl wants you, and there was quite a lot of other people doing the same thing. So when she joined that box with the other 3 people, she was a little bit like, what? Because we were all writing, it's serious, it's urgent, it's serious. So I think she was a little bit like, right, okay. When she saw the video, it to be fair, it wasn't clear. I could see enough because I'd already just seen it. But I stayed in CLA's live while that was going on. So when she cut the 3 of them off, she actually said, it was, I can't quote a word for word, but it was along the lines of, they're ganging up on me, I'm not being dragged into this. And I think she thought it was like a, like, we're telling you what to do. And I think that's why straight off the bat, she was like, well, if a woman does this, she needs to expect it back. She wasn't specifically talking about the woman in the video. And I'm not excusing anything, But I think it was like, you've got to take into consideration the fact that somebody's just watched that video. You know, literally just watching it. And some people won't be affected by it. Some people will be affected by it. But she did completely change her attitude because the chat was not letting it go. And more importantly, her subs were not letting it go. And I think that was the moment where she thought, oh shit, you know, I need to readdress this situation or, you know, reevaluate it. And then she watched the video again. You can say, oh, please, but I mean, I was sat there watching it. I did see the whole thing. When she watched it again, you could see the look of shock on her face when she saw the slam. You know, it was a bit different from what I think she thought it was. So what I was concerned about at the time is that rant that she went on after she dropped the 3 of them. I think that's going to be the clip that's going to do the FYP, which is CLA saying, you know, fuck women, if women do this, women do that. But it was a very short rant, and then it was addressed, it was corrected, and I think it was a look of horror in her face.
I have to agree. When I seen it, my first initial reaction was, oh my God, do you get what I'm saying? And this is, you know, I'm just saying, you know, when I looked at the video at the beginning, I said she looked a bit shocked to me, you know, a bit taken back. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with you there.
Absolutely. And just one other thing, I know it's very, very boring for people in the comments, so you can troll me all you like. I don't think this is boring. I think it's really, really serious. But one little thing that was picked up on was about the people filming it. So somebody has filmed that from a distance, or it's been CCTV. I'm not quite sure which one. What I would say in that situation is if you do see something like that, then if you can film it, please do and send it to the police. You're not going to have time to get the police there before the things happen. You certainly don't be a hero and put yourself in more danger. Please record it and send it. You don't need to contact that woman. Just send it to the police.
Yeah.
Because without that piece of footage, that woman had zero evidence, zero.
Exactly.
And that's what's key. So I'm going to jump down. But yeah, just it's a horrible situation. I said it the other day, DV shouldn't be a storyline, but this is a classic example of it not being a storyline.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Birdie, darling.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Bye. Hi, Jules.
Hi, Miss Red. Thank you for letting me up. Just to change the whole subject, could we please wish Clover a very happy birthday?
Clover, is it your birthday today? You kept that quiet.
It sure is.
Clover.
She'll have run off now, I bet.
Well, she's kept that quiet. Guys, we've got 4.1k people. Can we wish our Clover, one of my dearest friends and an amazing mother, lovely woman, a big happy birthday? Here she is, Clover. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Clover. We love you, we do. Happy birthday, Clover Naughty.
Thank you very much, and I'll drop down. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, thank you, Jules.
Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday, Clover, darling. Right, ladies, gentlemen, do you want to unmute the boxes? Because I've got round about 5 minutes and then I've got to get going because Simon's waiting for a pineapple rum.
Can I just say before you say to him, I don't know how to drop out of these things. I'm new to all this, so
have you been sat there waiting to get out?
I've said my piece if you want to let somebody else in my place.
Bye, Andrew. Have a lovely weekend.
Miss Red, could I just say a couple of things and then I'll drop because I've been here a while. So, like I said, my team, or the team that we're in, the Boss Exposure, there is about 10 pages.
Sorry, darling, no more boxes, please, mods, my loves, because I've got no more time. So I'm sorry that I've just had to decline the boxes. I can't get any more people in love. Simon will kill me. Sorry, go on, the Boss Exposure.
So yeah, there is a team of us and we have been working around the clock with this guy. We've screen recorded till we can't screen record anymore, and we are massively grateful that this has been brought into the open for more people to see. He's a really dangerous man. And for anybody that's going to go in and around him, please just be careful. He's very good at what he does. He moves people from TikTok to Snapchat, gets personal information, pictures, and then outs you all over TikTok. So please just don't give him any information that he can then turn and use against you, because that is what his real MO is. But the team that have been working have been amazing, and we will continue to work to make this man as viral as we can so that people can see what he is. And he shouldn't be on an app where children and vulnerable women are there to see.
Yeah. Thank you, darling. Well, now he's been brought to Team Red's attention, and the Miss Red show. I don't think it's going to be the last that we speak about this guy. So buckle up, buttercups. Yes.
Can I just say something really quickly, and then I'll drop down because I know that you've been on for a long time. I know that you normally allow people you speak about to have their say, which I always love. But in regards to this absolute scumbag, when you were talking about him, I popped into his live, and just a trigger warning before I say it, he said, "Tell Miss Red to come in here, pull her phone to the side, and I'll plough her." Please, that is disgusting. And any women in there watching him, please give your head a wobble. The fact that he just so calmly said something about a woman. So I wouldn't even let him come in and have a say, because a man that can talk that vulgar about a woman, a mother, and there's women in there gifting him as he said that about you, he doesn't even deserve a say or an explanation. Because I just wanted to come up, because I know people were saying that he wanted the box, and obviously you're doing your live, so you wouldn't have heard what he said in regards to you. And I just think it is absolutely disgusting. I just wanted to come up and warn you that is what he said about you.
Yeah, well, I weren't going to let him in the box anyway, love, because usually I do let people come in and have their say, but from what I've seen, he doesn't deserve to have his say. So he will never, ever get put in this box in this room, okay? I just want to say that. So don't worry, everybody, he will not be coming in. But yes, we will not be giving him any airtime in here, but however, we will talk about his bad behaviours, yes? Thank you, Frankie, love.
No worries, I'm going to drop down. I just wanted to tell you what he had said about you and how vulgar he is, and any women in there gifting him, supporting that he just so easily said that about Miss Red, give your heads a wobble.
Yeah. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Miss Red, after watching Pearl last night, I caught another live where they were discussing it, and there was a lady on there who actually knew the lady involved. And what I find more disturbing, sorry, I've got a really bad throat, is that there was a child in the cab of that truck, and he got in that truck with the child and drove off and left her there.
Say it again, darling.
There was a child in the cab of that truck, and he got in the truck and drove off and left the woman lying there.
Right, okay.
With the child in the truck. I've seen domestic violence when I was a child. That triggered me.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also another video that's being worked on at the moment, which is of children being beaten up by someone on this app. But they can't show it at the moment because they've got to blur out the children's faces for safeguarding.
Right, okay. All right. Thank you, Max, my darling, for coming on and making us aware.
Thank you for letting me on.
No problem. Have a lovely weekend, love.
You too. Bye.
Bye, darling. Guys, I'm so sorry. I really wanted this live to go on longer, but I've got commitments that I need to stick to. And I'm so sorry because I really wanted this to carry on so I could get as many people in the boxes as I can. Thank you, everybody, for all the love today. And I'm sorry if this has been sensitive for you to hear. However, we do, if it makes the FYP, we need to speak about these things, So please, guys, be careful about going in the room, because what we've heard about this guy, it isn't good. And we're just going to keep on showing all his bad behaviours now, because he's on the, he's on the Miss Red radar of Orangan. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. I will be back tomorrow morning with the no FYP news, guys. It's not Desperate Housewives franchise. So if you love the Housewives of Beverly Hills, Atlanta, it's just going to be like a little, ladies thing. And you gentlemen as well, because I know our Joey Ticky loves a bit of Housewives. So join me at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we're going to have a gossip about the Real Housewives of everything. Yes. Happy birthday, Clover. I love you lots, darling. Linz, thank you, my darling. Pearl, Joey Ticky, Nikki, Sandra, Jem, Cockapoo. Sorry for the phone call this morning, but you did say I could ring you. Sarah, Sharon, Mandy, Claire, Miss Jo, Honey Drew, Short But Sweet, Tammy T, Helen, McMill, Yorkshire Pudding, Little Miss Scouse, Danielle, and everybody else, just for tapping the screen, sharing the live. Thank you, Hertz Bullies, thank you, love. I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, guys, for the Real Housewives of franchise gossip. Yes. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sweet cheeks.